Alright, we are back, and there was a massive Conrad update. Actually, two of them. I purposely skipped the previous one, or I guess postponed doing it. I wanted to wait until they released the relics, because that seemed like a fun thing to want. Alright, we'll pop in there in just a second. You can buy t-shirts, sweatpants, hats, pillows, mugs.
I should head to my office in the back and check my emails.
Warrior. Interesting. Okay, so that's how we leave the computer. We still have a bathroom, a very sparse bathroom, but bathroom nonetheless. Alright, our storage room with all of our tools. Cool, cool. I love the leather seats. I'll click on that in a minute. I just want to keep looking around here. Double mirror. Attics and crawl spaces are among some of the greatest locations to find antiques, valuable collectibles, and the occasional possessed object. In such case is the opaque mirror placed before you, surrounded by the smoothest of gold craftsmanship. You'll be disappointed if you're expecting to see a reflection. Time has removed its sole ability. Donated by a new Ed-Alon resident, we are told this mirror holds a connection to the other side. Once the viewer gazes long enough, symptoms of dizziness and hallucinations occur. Do you see the other side, or are you hallucinating? Staring. Color? Or am I hallucinating? Discarded cloak. This cloak was donated by a local paranormal research society. The team found this cloak snagged on a fence post within the North Cemetery adjacent to the Fellowship of the Congregational Church of New Edelon. Originally thought to be a hoax until scientific testing determined the cloth to be manufactured between 1835 and 1852. Since testing, several assumptions about the cloak's origins have surfaced. The popular speculation is that this belonged to John Ulrich, who was a grave robber in the mid-1800s. It is believed that his spirit still haunts the cemetery. Book of Corpses. This ancient book was discovered during a sewer excavation near St. Joseph's Cathedral in the historical district of New Edelon. The contents of the red leather-bound book are handwritten in Latin and have a poetic format. Experts determine that the book catalogs how to interact with the dead in various scenarios. For example, stanza 134 describes how to interact with the supernatural gatekeeper. O, out thou gates, who preserveth the conversion of realms for thy lords, I knoweth thy name. Give me leave to commune by thy gates. I see it, but ancient warrior, this representation of the Atlantean figure is but a fraction of the actual size. The actual statues stand over 15 feet tall, are carved from various stones, and would have been an incredible undertaking for a skilled sculptor. The site where they reside is said to have cosmic powers due to their acute astrological alignment. Although the statue before you is just a small replica, it allegedly still gives those who touch it protection from evil and grants spiritual strength. Oh, please reach over and touch. And most of the skulls in this case are real skulls found during paranormal investigations. Demonic cults were on the rise in the early 1980s. Skulls, along with other animal parts, were often used in rituals to summon demonic entities. It is believed that the summoned entity would bestow the summoner with specific powers. Most demonologists perceive the risk of becoming demonically possessed as the more likely scenario than receiving mythical powers. Need him. See, there will pop back there in a second. Bar Harbor Lighthouse. Oh. Oh, dude. Love it. Great. So are they just gonna keep adding rooms for the new locations? That's actually really quite cool. I love this. This is awesome. Right. Inbox. Okay, nothing new there. There is a new ghost on the lighthouse, but I'm actually going to start from the very beginning because residual ghosts now have relics that we collect to banish them. Wiki. Ghost Oreos. Relics. Okay, all of the ghosts in New Edelon have attached themselves to relics allowing them to haunt a location. It is important to obtain the relic of a particular ghost if you would like to release them from the mortal plane. Once the outline of the relic is visible on the ghost profile menu, you will be able to find them the next time you visit the location. A relic will produce EMF until you pick it up. This helps to validate mundane objects having spectral energy. Relics are inventory items, therefore you must have space in your belt to pick it up. Once obtained, relics will only be allowed to be removed from the location once the attached ghost has been released. To bring the relic to the museum, ensure that it is in your inventory when you finalize investigation. Okay. Once a ghost has begun interacting with your smudge, place the relic of the ghost you wish to release on the ground immediately. Residual, intelligent poltergeist will Residual, intelligent, and poltergeist ghosts will produce visual and audio effects guiding you to the next smudging area. As you reach the desired areas with your smudge burning, a dialog box will open and you will need to choose the correct words for Conrad to say. After smudging various areas and choosing the correct words for Conrad to say, eventually the ghost will be released from the mortal plane. If you return the relic to the location or forget to bring it back to the office with you, the ghost will return to the house. You will know this process is occurring because the relic cannot be taken back to your office. Alright. Okay, and I think all that is active right now is releasing residual ghosts. Smudges are required to release ghosts back to their plane of existence. Specific smudges are used for each ghost type. This is due to the cleansing property of smudges and the fact each ghost is a different type of spiritual energy. Smudges are inventory items, so Conrad will need to ensure he has room to pick them up. The smudge's embers will begin to glow excessively when a ghost is interacting with the smudge. See the releasing tutorial to learn how to proceed from here. Mugwort. So we're doing mugwort. I don't know why I'm buying these because I don't think do anything with the other ghosts as far as smudging them. Let's go to Tammy. Alright, I believe I was the first to experience. Okay, so if you're completely new to this series, welcome. We're going to start with Tammy Wentz, Evergreen Lane. Dear Conrad, my family and I moved into our dream home on Evergreen Lane about a year ago. It's an old farmhouse without the rest of the farm property. The home has been renovated many times over the years, so it has a fresh and inviting feel. Unfortunately, however, my husband and I are convinced the home is haunted. I believe I was the first to experience anything supernatural. I began hearing odd sounds, like footsteps coming from upstairs, while I was home alone on the main floor. My husband would tell me I was hearing things until he had an experience himself. He was in the garage a few months back and swears to have seen a man of average build suddenly appear. At first he thought someone had broken into the garage, but when he made eye contact with him, he made a violent choking sound and vanished. Since then, my husband has been more sympathetic to my concerns. Recently, we've been catching glimpses of a shadow moving out of the corner of our eyes. Once, immediately after seeing the shadow, I heard a sinister, disembodied voice. Our youngest children who share a room state that they have an imaginary friend who is a child about their age. Initially, we thought this was just imaginative play, but as we are experiencing these oddities, I'm fearful that they're all connected. We have also experienced kitchen items being thrown about. Sometimes we simply hear a ruckus from the kitchen, but other times there really is a mess to be cleaned up. On one occasion, a jam jar mysteriously shattered on the floor. I went to grab a broom to clean the mess, but when I turned back around, the mess had vanished and everything was put back into place. It doesn't seem like we're in any danger, but these events have our family all shaken up. Could you please help us? I know you prefer to do investigations overnight, so we'll make arrangements to ensure the house is available for you. I look forward for your response. Thank you. Alright, since we've already spent a lot of time at Evergreen, we sort of know what's going on. So we know it's Elizabeth. I think that is what we need. Outside of going there for Conrad, it has been a long time since I went there. I wanted to check something. Didn't see all. Okay, there's Bruce, there's Jefferson. I feel like it's not completed yet. Evergreen. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Uh oh, I'm now lost. Ah, it's all different. Alright, stop. this, the space. Over here? Over here. Okay. So we're missing a few things. So it's a notebook or crayons. I'm not sure. Right here. And he's a flask, which matches up with him.
It seems like the Wentz family isn't worried about their safety, although it does seem like they're pretty startled when experiencing something they think is paranormal. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
How do I know which? Okay, mugwort. Do I know which is which? I don't know how to tell which is which. I don't know if I have the correct one, but we'll find out. I'm a little creeped out. Oh, because light to the top of the stairs. Does this bed always have these? I don't remember. Those are the relics.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating. The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
Yes, this is where she walked. A little interesting because we're braced up against electronics. It has been a long time since we hung out in this corner, huh? It's
These
normal.
temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
Not in here.
These temp readings are unusual.
Oh. In here. Come on. Trigger it again so I can put it down. How rich are these people that they have two kitchens? He's gonna say normal.
Looks like just a cold spot. Nothing paranormal. Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Okay, all of the ghosts in New Adeland have attached themselves to relics, allowing them to haunt a location. A relic will produce. Relics are inventory items, therefore you must, once obtained, relics will only be allowed to be removed from location when the ghost has been released. Okay. Yep. I don't know if I have the right. The ghostly wells have started up. Okay, turned out the one that was originally in my hand was the correct. Try that. I guess I should grab a camera. Maybe. Get the full book for investigation.
Incredible, a photo of an entity?
Yes, because where we picked up the crowns, gonna be here.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Oh, I don't know how to know if this is working. I felt the nibbish, like a brand new game to me. go. Beth Carter.
I'd like to acknowledge Elizabeth Carter's presence.
What was the crayon?
I think these crayons might be yours. I'm sure your parents loved the pictures you colored for them.
What was the gift's grief upon? I thought it was typhoid fever, wasn't it? Or was it tuberculosis?
Your parents love you and miss you. Your illness was a terrible memory for you and your family. It's all right to leave these memories and be at peace.
Are we done? Was she released?
I need to ensure I put this relic somewhere safe. Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
Ah, she's released. We're floating tools. We don't get to see what Connor looks like. Maybe he's the real ghost. Well, I unfortunately had the camera facing in the wrong direction. That's hilarious. All right. All right. Well, that is it for now. Let me grab this back up. I will be at the next location for the next episode. Thanks. Here, let's bring it back. I'll keep you with me until we bring it back. All right, let's check. There's, I think, one more residual ghost there that we saw. The ghost in the basement that stops and screams at you at the stairs. The spot right here. Oh, wait, because it'd be for the other guy, right? Guy at the top of the stairs. This guy right here. Who screams at you. So is he a poltergeist or is he an intelligent? He's not. I don't know. I actually don't know what he is. Alright, on the next episode, we'll go and try to release this dude. I'll probably be quicker because I'll know what I'm doing. But yeah. Anyway, thanks. I know the episode was pretty short, but thank you for keeping me company, and I will be back with another one.